Fame Wino and Diggity Dean Dane Sampson joined together for some chit chat and culture on the Blind View podcast series brought to you by the Interview Podcast 513 and sponsored by Spin Bin Magazine. Is it an interview? Is it a podcast? Is it something in between? It's just two fellas talk about their dreams. A little bit of bickering. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. We recorded at Go. Here
I
it
know that
is.
so much, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example. So, like, I've started to produce music. I'm putting a little out, and like a lot of times I'll get artists. Like, I'm gonna call up John Carlos because I think he'll be good in spirit because he was supposed to call me at noon today. He didn't. But so we did his track, and I was asking him. It was a come from track we did at Dead Bridge, and I was like, can I get a video of you doing the song, doing your verse, whatever? And he sends me this video, and I wait like a week, and I was like, so John. Are we waiting to put this out, or are we? Can I put this out? Just kind of tease. Preview. He said, "You absolutely cannot post that." I'm like, "Then why the fuck did you send it to me? Do you think I'm gonna weirdly watch it by myself?"
Yeah, you gotta just ask for this video just for me.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck? like, John. So if you think it's bullshit, why did you send it to me? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, well, let's get into a little bit of fun stuff because I don't want to spit on the city. I do want to talk on that on future episodes. And
Yeah,
stuff
we're actually gonna start this episode at the point where you just start talking about John Carlos. Everything before that, we're gonna just leave it out.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
Yeah,
that's cool. All right, Fame thinks he's in control here. I got all the footage. Give me 1 second though. I got to take a quick piss. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back for the Blind Views podcast, we will start with our first topic. Cool?
yep.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Okay, we are back from that quick break. This is the Blind Views podcast starring let me start that over. Welcome back to the Blind Views podcast starring myself, Diggity Dean Dane Sampson, Fame YNO, reunited. And it feels so good. Anyway, I got excited. I've been looking forward to this all week. I've been pestering you. I know why you've been getting your stuff together. But I will say that's one thing, good thing. I will continue to reach out. I can never not be called that friend that won't annoy the fuck out of you with a phone call.
Oh yeah, you definitely will keep on reaching out. That's,
Yeah, I
people
will.
like me, I need that because I will definitely put my phone down for 3 days.
It's
and won't talk to
persistence.
anybody,
Honestly, it's cost me some relationships, but honestly, it's usually those relationships that I don't need because I'm trying to get shit done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's never. I mean, every so often you'll text me and we'll just be talking about bullshit, but for the most part, bro, it's business.
Yeah, there's
And
a
I can
mission.
appreciate that, bro. You know?
For sure, 100%, man. I'm excited where I'm at. The team's coming together. We're getting 2-3 bookings a week. I'm starting to learn how to pitch these like pricing sheets and stuff like that. We just got in contact with a tour with these. I'm gonna call them whales because they used to I guess kind of. He used to build flight simulators in the Middle East, and I'm like, you taught the terrorists, dude. That's what you did.
Yeah, that's what you do, buddy.
100%. But
We
anyway,
know what that means, buddy.
they built this cool studio. I mean, they got all these things, and they're doing TikTok shops in there, and just 3D printing, really cutting edge stuff. They'll put the music producer in there. But we came in and we did a tour, and they're like, "Can we get your pricing list?" We have people asking for cameras. Like, yes, you can. Please push that. But I want to get into these topics. We picked some. This is kind of how we're doing it, so we can kind of have a focus in there. We're gonna tweak things. This is the first one, but Fame, I'm gonna let you go first, man. What's been on your mind? What's really been grinding your gears?
So I hate to. We ain't gonna spend too long on it, but I'm not gonna lie, man. This whole ICE situation in Minneapolis,
Yes, was
that
shooting the
that
young lady.
situation, yeah, that whole thing is I think what's been most disturbing about this past year and just the things that have unfolded is the everyday people that still support what's going on. I feel like when we just witnessed the horrible death of Charlie Kirk,
Yeah,
these exact same people were telling us that we needed to
which that shit was
remember.
dramatic to see, dude.
It was, and so was this, and this was neither one of them were warranted. So there's no anybody deserved it, but I just think it's scary because our president and vice president, secretary, And all of them went up there and lied right
Yeah.
after. Like they
Yeah.
just completely lied and fabricated the story. And we are living in a very, very dangerous, kind of scary time. And I
Yeah.
think that uh, they have successfully got the American people to be so delved into our phones
Yeah.
and into our superstardom because everybody's a star. Everybody has
Everybody.
a page. Everybody's
Yeah.
getting
It's the
monetized.
new
Everybody can
participation
make
trophy.
money.
It's the new
Yes,
participation trophy. Yeah. 100%.
yes. And I think that they have successfully made it where, even though we all know that there was just an extreme tragedy yesterday, but we all are going to get up and get on our phones and try to be funny today and be creative today. And we're
Yeah.
going to try to get some more stars and get some more money.
Yeah.
And I just think that even myself, I'm a human being. I'm a hypocrite. It's like everybody else.
Mm.
It just be so many times where I'm just like, dog, what is happening?
Well, I think part of it is the desensitization. You got to think
Yeah.
of the correlation of when like 9/11 happened, and that was right when like social media was kind of being created. So we like all share, and now it's tragedy after tragedy after tragedy after
Yeah.
tragedy
Yeah.
after tragedy. Like
Every
honestly,
day.
like if you want to piggyback into that, first of all, actually, I want to touch base on Charlie Kirk because you mentioned him. His wife moved on pretty quickly, didn't she?
Mm,
Yeah, I mean,
mm.
just pregnant. Like, are they going to do a DNA test about that? And honestly, if
No.
you look into the theories, if you dive in that rabbit hole a little bit, it looks like he got shot this way. Like, there's a theory that one of his
Somebody up close,
either his
maybe.
security hit him or it was like a bullet pin, like his mic had a bullet in it because of the
Yeah.
trajectory. Because it hit him here and went out the neck. If somebody was
Yeah.
shooting, that's a hard shot.
They
Like,
would have had to be. That's a super crazy shot to
yeah,
hit.
yeah. What is that? The
One
movie,
one attempt.
yeah, movie Wanted or whatever. Like,
And that's the man. That's the thing, though. Like we're in the middle of the biggest corrupt corruption ever in America. Like I don't
yeah,
think we're in the biggest corruption era ever
yeah.
in America.
Yeah,
Living in it.
and I agree. I agree. Trump can be very hard to support. I do like the move in Venezuela. Um,
I don't care about it. You wanna know
well,
why I
the
don't
only
care
reason
about
I'm
it?
saying,
Because that shit wasn't affecting us. I don't give a fuck about
here's the
Venezuela,
thing. I'm gonna,
bro.
I'm gonna dive in a little bit in this.
It was bringing drugs over here. Were they, bro?
No, that was the excuse. It was the oil, but Russia and China were going to get in there, and that we could not let them control that. But there's also what slipped under with the Department of Defense. J.P. Morgan seized and annexed all the silver because they had a real
Yeah.
silver
Oh, I
debt
know.
that they had to
Yeah.
pay and
Yeah.
couldn't. So now they got all this silver, and it's another bank bailout.
Silver was rising crazy.
Yeah,
The stock of
their
silver.
minerals are absolutely insane there. So I'm trying to get used to these nicotine pouches because I'm trying to smoke less. Um, that's gross. Anyway, yeah, let me get that together. All right, I'm not going to blur any of that out, but it's giving me hiccups. Anyway, uh, um, shit. I'm sorry. Let me get some water. Now I feel like
But
Joe
you
Rogan.
know, I'll kind of segue. I mean, not segue, but I'll just kind of carry it on a little bit. It's just starting to kind of. They're just turning it. It's a strategy though
Yeah, but
for
did you
there to
see
be
how much
something every day.
the deficit is down? He's taking it down
What
by over
deficit?
50%. Like the net,
What deficit?
our national deficit. Like
No, he hasn't. What are you talking about?
he
See,
has with the tariffs.
no, he hasn't.
It's
No, he hasn't.
certain things that he has brought down, but he has brought it down a little bit. Go ahead.
Dave,
Go ahead. Wipe your
Dave.
eyes. Uh-huh.
So
And maybe I'm
you
watching
know,
Fox News. I don't know.
you can't. So this is the Trump ploy play right here,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
This is what he
And this is
does.
when I hear your side.
First of all, they do something crazy every day.
Yes, they do.
They do something crazy every day, so it becomes normal.
Hmm.
Because all this shit is just normal now.
Yeah.
Everybody gets up every day and we just make a status about it. We get on podcasts to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's a new point of
Guilty.
conversation. We get likes and views and stuff. And then we all go back to drinking our fucking alcohol, smoking our weed, fucking each other. We just go back to all the other shit because it's normal now,
Go.
right?
It is.
And then what they do is they do some decent stuff because they listen, you can't What you can't do when you're trying to take over is you can't piss everyone off. You can't piss everyone off because you can't succeed that way. So they have to do a couple of things to make people like you, not like you, but just in this conversation go, well, I know he's like fucking up a lot of stuff, but did you see what he did over there?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Hand
Yeah,
clap.
we're
like,
just looking for like silver linings.
silver lining. And you know, I just
By the way, one of my favorite movies, Silver Linings Playbook. Great movie if you haven't seen it.
never seen it actually.
Wonderful movie.
So that's the whole name of it, Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Lining Playbooks is with Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, and they both have.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch that, brother.
It's a mental health movie.
Oh yeah, that
It won
sounds
Best
dumb.
Picture.
So anyway,
there's the black guy and the middle-aged black guy. We don't process these feelings.
We're not doing that. What are you talking about?
This is why I get gout.
Oh, we eat fried food, baby.
Yeah.
You eat that food, you feel good. Nah, but I just wanted to touch on that, man. You know, we don't got to spend too long on that. I honestly just feel like I just want to make sure that we speak about this stuff because it's going on, and we have no choice but to keep living our lives. You have no choice. You got to pay bills. Like we could all go protest tomorrow, you know, but we could all protest for the next month. But who all can actually like risk losing their house?
Yeah, they gonna shoot you.
Yeah, or you know who can risk getting shot nowadays by them.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
so I get it. I get why it's hard to just fully commit to like change, but at the same time, it's just like we have to start somewhere because they're not stopping, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're not stopping. So even just this small conversation, every time we get a chance to talk about what's going on, we gotta talk about it, bro. You know, so I just wanted to make sure we touched on that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna take a topic now, and I feel like I could go in kind of your wheelhouse because you go to church every Sunday, correct? Or most Sundays?
That's not most Sundays. Yeah.
Yes, but so you got it. What are you non-denomination?
I am.
Or
I was baptized at a missionary Baptist church, and so
I got you.
That's what,
so kind of like southern religion, spirit, stuff like that. So anyway, I got the team. We got hired to do some like interviews and like a highlight of this church. Well, it's called a worship center. I won't say the name and stuff like that. But when I got in there, I don't know if they were having like groups. We were supposed to meet outside, but it rained, so we had to go to the church. Which was cool. I was like, I was raised in church too. I don't shy from it. But this particular church I went in, and they were there was a group of 4 women in their 20s. There was then there was 3 older women, 2 elders, and a deaconess. And it was a black church primarily. And then the pastor, they called him apostle, which whatever. But I feel like it's a little dangerous. Because who ordained you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always a little bit leery because it seems very culty. And they were calling the wife first lady. And then they also had a school. And this was kind of funny. It's 23 students, K through 12. Do you imagine if it's most of the members, could you imagine if like 22 of them were like 5th graders and you had like one random 11th grader, first of all? Funny scenario. But anyway, so that was kind of, and they were addressing him as that, and I thought it was good, so I interviewed the 20-somethings, and then I interviewed the older ladies, and then I interviewed the senior pastor and his wife, and that went well. When then we got done talking, this is the part that kind of like freaked me out a little bit. They were very invested because I was like, I came down here on my journey, I kind of do a similar thing, just maybe not in the church. I bring people together. I try and give incentives. I try and give education, and I try and give opportunity wherever I can. And, a lot of times I do that my own just my own money, whatever may so have you. And they're like, great. And so the pastor goes, Dane, let me ask you this. Are you married? And I was like, no, sir, never been married. And the wife was like, would you like to be? And I was like,
whoa.
Whoa. And then he like looks at the groups, and I'm like, there's a group of like 20-somethings, and then there's a group of women like in their 50s. And I'm like, which group do I get to choose here? Like, are they just like are they all single? Is that why they're here on a Wednesday night? like
is that the vibe right now?
And like, so I'm like, I was kind of confused, and now they want to take me to dinner. And I would have hoped that it's good, but I made it very clear. I was like, you're an hour away. I don't drive. I'm never going to come to your church, dude. You know what I mean? So
it's never happening.
Yeah, like I'm
Thanks
not.
for thanks for the invite, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I will go and get a free dinner just because I think it might be a human risk. But are they really just marrying people off like that so they can have students at their school? That seems very culty.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's really cult like
Yeah.
that we kind of can see it more clear nowadays than we were able to before. A lot of stuff is culty, bro, and
It's very
you gotta
culty.
be very careful at what you let yourself
And
fall into for real.
yeah, and if it's used, I mean, if it's used properly, some cult-like things can be for good, but it's also very dangerous because you indoctrinate your mind, and then you can like common sense sometimes goes out the window because
Yeah.
you'll be like, I just don't, I don't believe that this is true, and I don't want to believe this is true, so therefore you make it not true in your mind, and I feel like that can be dangerous.
Yeah.
I
I
just wanted
agree.
to share that story, though. How do you find yourself now, though? Okay, so you were raised Southern Baptist when you're church now. Are you more one of those people like you, just strong Christianity, or do you find yourself more of like a spiritual or a blend for the modern
I'm
day
a blend.
believer?
I'm a blend, man. I'm spiritual, but I'm definitely a Christian. I was raised on Christian morals and values, but I definitely tap into my spiritual side. And I try to find a balance in both. I'm a big believer in not taking everything as just it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, especially when it comes to religion, when it comes to religion, um, when it comes to religious literature, let me say that
Mm-hmm.
the different religions and the literature and who wrote what and who put what out there and who laid down what foundation. And I feel like you gotta take from everything that you learn, take what you can that applies to you. A lot of this shit is subjective, for real.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just basic morals, like insight, like even like a
Yeah,
book
man.
like the 48 Laws of Power. Like I
That
feel,
book's that book's terrible. To be honest,
yeah, and
after reading that book's terrible.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. I feel like when you're a young man, it's just a basic guideline. But like, I didn't read it till I was in my 30s, and I was like, this shit is common sense to me. Like,
So a lot of it, like some of it's common sense, and then some of it's just downright conniving. Like
yeah, and it is. I mean,
it's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
48
but
laws
a
of
lot of
power.
it's common sense, like the one like never don't try to upshow the leader or whatever. Like duh, like
Yeah,
yo,
and
if somebody's
that's
your
teaching
fucking boss, you don't
subordinates.
fucking yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, man, I don't know, and that's I don't know, and that's why I try my best, like I said, to just take stuff from everything and don't just take because some people really live by the 48 laws of power. Like that's their go to like theology. Like
yeah,
yeah, like this is how I attack life. You know, and it's like, oh man, can't trust you for shit.
not at all, not at all. I
You
mean,
know, can't
and
trust
you
you
got to
for
turn those
shit.
lessons. And then honestly, some of those people that you can't trust them, but they're I don't want to call them a necessary evil, but they're necessary at that time, and you just got to know how to handle them. I like to play stupid, and you know that, but I'm far from stupid. But I
Mm.
will let you think I'm a fucking idiot because you'll tell
Oh
me
yeah,
everything that I need to know, and then you won't even feel that you really need to hide it, and then get surprised like, how the fuck did he know this? Because I'm the
yeah,
quiet dude in the corner. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, that's good. Let's go. What do you got for next?
I want to talk about the music, like the actual music, not just local
Hmm.
music. Period.
Hmm.
Um,
Context.
kind of. I mean, and I don't want to just go into just rap
No,
and R and
I'm tired of
B.
talking about just rap and R&B. To be honest, I like other genres. Can I hear about some other genres that you may like?
I
That.
think music as a whole, outside of country,
Hmm.
I think country is the only genre right now that's vibing because they're still they're still in this arc of new shit. So they're in the arc
Agreed.
still of like
Agreed.
country beats with hip hop bass lines. They're still rocking
Yeah.
with that. You
Where did
got the
they get
Shaboozey
808s?
guy. When did that start happening now? It's like every country shit is just 808'd out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's still a new vibe for them. So they're thriving right now with that. But outside of that, I feel like music is like, it's become so widespread with everybody just being artists, having their own Instagrams, being their own managers or their managers, being their fucking cousins or
Hmm.
everybody. It's just so widespread.
Yeah.
I think it's the music game is suffering because people can't focus on it. There's no leaders. You can't point out to me right now the leaders of this era.
No.
I'm not talking numbers. I'm talking about people because when we had the last era, Drake, uh, Kendrick, Wiz Khalifa, Big Sean, Wale, Meek Mill.
So now we are talking about hip
Those were
hop
the
specifically. Yeah, I agree. There's
no, but
other.
I'm just trying to use that because that's the genre I can reference the best. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
but I'm just referencing that as far as like even for pop. Let's go back to the same time frame. You had Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, The Weeknd.
Yeah.
You had a set few people who were like the people
Mhm.
of the time.
Yeah.
I really can't pinpoint that for this time for any genre.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
honestly,
like
I think they're trying to anoint some people. Like, I think like right now, I'm a little iffy on the narrative around La Russell. Now I love La Russell. I didn't know La Russell was good company until a few weeks
yeah,
ago. I didn't know that, so I was vibing to him. But here's the thing: they're acting like this independent, out of nowhere artist is selling these albums for $1,000 a piece. Well, dude, he was a nationally telling Billboard charting artist
yeah, he's
that is
already
just
established. That's my thing.
streaming. And here's the thing: there's also a false narrative. They said Kyrie bought his album for $11,001, making it the most expensive album purchase ever. That's not true. That dude that bought all the cancer medicine bought the Wu Tang
Oh yeah,
album
when he
for a
bought the Wu
million
Tang album.
dollars.
Yeah,
So
facts.
that's already a poking hole. Shout out to what he's doing to Lil Russell. And honestly,
I'm you know
I would love to, hold on, I would love to see
no
that
you yeah yeah
era come back where, like, I'll give you an example, a local example. Peso Best Ever. I don't know if you're familiar with him in Cincinnati. He to this day sells pressed CDs and pays his rent that way. And I think if we could get back to pushing physical mixtapes because people like memorabilia, CDs are way cheaper to make than vinyl, and it's also a little bit better for the environment. You know, uh, which I'm going to get into that environment thing on my next topic. But I think we should just see more of that because, like, I don't even understand the metrics sometimes for physical album sales anymore because they're not. They're streams, and you
they're
have to.
not. It's got to be like this many thousand streams to be a physical sale, or this many downloaded songs, or somebody got to go on iTunes and just straight buy the album. It's weird. Even with the CD thing, like I do get your point.
Mm-hmm,
Shout out to that guy who's making it work or whatever.
mm-hmm.
But just on the trend
Shout
of
out to
where
that guy,
things are
Peso
going,
Best
like
Ever.
they don't even make cars with CD players no more.
No,
They're
they
not
don't.
doing
And
that.
honestly, it's like a
They don't.
retro thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I could see Walkmans coming back. I could see that
I
coming
can't.
back. You can't?
I can't. You
I
want
don't
to know why I
know.
can't? Because
Why?
we have cell phones.
This is
That's why
true.
I
But
can't.
I just think people, you know,
Not enough people will.
everything
So
cycles
listen.
back
For
around.
instance, the Spotify thing that's been going on, where artists
Hmm.
have kind of been pulling back from Spotify because they don't pay enough and they're kind of
Hmm.
doing sketchy stuff or whatever, all that, right?
Yeah.
All the art, oh, I'm not putting my stuff on Spotify anymore. Let me tell you something, brother. All those Spotify monthly payers,
Hmm.
they will forget about you because the artists that are going to still put their shit on Spotify, they're going to just start listening to them. These fans don't care. There's a few of them that do. Like, there's some
Yeah.
fans who like, I care about the soul of music.
Hmm.
Majority of these motherfuckers do not care, bro. If
Hmm.
you allow yourself to be too righteous, you will lose out on whatever. It's how they get you. You
Yeah.
can't be too righteous
Yeah.
because you'll lose. They'll move
Yeah.
on.
And honestly, like, I think, I know your stance on AI. I really, there's this argument, though, because I think part of it is artists that do have this special talent and ability to sing or make music, they feel their special thing is being threatened because I can't do it. I gotta pay you guys to do it or build a relationship, and now it's putting everybody on a level playing field, similar to what like they thought auto tune would do when T Pain first rose. Remember when fucking Akon and Prince said that he ruined music, or Prince said that like he ruined R&B music for good or some shit like that, and like, but it was just an effect, right? Um, so a lot of what I find artists now doing, they argue, well, it's bad for the environment, which it is, which it is.
It's
So
bad.
and it is, it's terrible the amount of waste. But what if we use that AI, and the only way that we can continue to fund AI is if it was fueled by clean energy and subset it. Now, if that happened, would you think the artist would come out and truth? If it no longer was a threat to the environment, would they just be truthful? Like, hey, we just don't like that you can do this too now. I think that part of it.
Well, this is my thing, right? So,
Hmm.
just like you said, like you don't make music, so you have to pay somebody who does,
I'm
you know,
learning
get
to.
the
I'm learning
space.
to, but in more of a like a
No, I mean,
composer way.
I don't think you can't. I'm sorry if I said can't. I just say
Yeah.
you don't do music. Um,
I've got 3 singles out, bitch.
but what you could do, shut up. But what you could do with AI is though, you could just be like, like I don't want to call anybody. I don't want to pay anybody. I
Hmm.
don't have any money today. I'm going to open this AI app up and I'm going to give it a prompt
Hmm.
and sing this hook with my voice that's not trained, and it's going to give me a song.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what
and
I'm
from
saying.
here, I can just show this song off like, hey, this is my artist. I don't even, you could, but that's the thing though is, let's say you do that
Mhm.
and then you submit the song for some
It's
opportunity
not
and the song
eligible.
beats out.
It's not eligible for any awards. They're not allowed to. It has to be. That's where they're drawing the line. Any AI created music cannot be eligible to win
Fuck
awards.
awards. Fuck
Well, that's what
awards.
I'm saying. Nobody
That's a,
really cares at the end of the day. But
that's what I'm saying because awards don't even affect 99% of people who make music. You
yeah,
know, 1% of people win awards.
yeah,
But you know, you
and
you
it's
make that
Beyonce.
song, and then that song beats out somebody else's song for a
Yeah,
competition or something. You win the
yeah,
competition. This other artist loses. Other
yeah,
artist spent two to 3 days writing this song, 4 days recording it. You made it on your computer with a
hmm,
prompt. That's the problem.
yeah. And I
And on
understand
top of
that.
that, you used a whole bunch of good water to do it.
Yeah, and I do understand that. Like I said, again, if it was a clean energy, but someone from me, like you said, I've spent thousands of dollars on demos out of it over the last.
So
Listen to me before you just start.
I'm listening. All I
What
said
I'm
was
saying is,
so.
yeah, okay. I don't like the sass. Okay, all right. I, but what I'm saying is, like, so I've spent thousands of dollars on demos over the last 5 years with various artists, and you know how serious I can get. You know, I will get as much out of that opportunity as I can. Um, but 80% of them don't ever get done because there's no follow up, or you know, or just something happens. We might have a personal disagreement. Now I've just wasted, and that's a dead project. So I feel like for me, especially now that I'm learning to write music, I don't see it wrong as a tool for helping me flesh that out. If I can't physically book you, or you're not available, or I got to wait 2 months, sometimes I got to get this idea out, and if I can use it as a reference track, which is the same thing that I would pay hundreds of dollars to hopefully get in a 4, 6, 8 hour session. Um, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm just getting. I want to hear the idea before I go spend all this money and hope to get that. You get what I'm
There are
saying?
certain things you can't cut corners with.
Yeah, correct. And I'm learning
There's
that, but
certain
it is a
things,
learning
you
tool.
know. No, no, it is. So this is the thing though. It's a tool, but it's also like so this is the thing about AI, man. It's built to appease people.
Correct.
Okay? It's not this is like, some people are trying to make they're under this impression that this is some balanced
Yeah.
thing. It's not. They just I gotta send you these files too. I gotta send you this shit, but AI actually let me see if I can find it while I
Well,
talk about
in
it.
fairness, though, I am giving the devil's advocate perspective, but I have actually not used AI for the music yet. I just do want to put that out there. I am
You just sent
considering
me an
it.
AI video earlier,
No,
Goofy.
no, no, no. I said for music, to create music.
Oh,
That was just a
okay.
Google Shuffle remix. Like that took 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew it would
Yeah.
annoy you at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know.
Where is this shit? I'm trying
I
to
love
find
how
this shit. So
that the Google remix though gives everybody veneers. That kind of humors me for some reason, and it also keeps giving
so
me hair. I don't know why.
yeah, no, that shit is funny.
That shit is funny.
So
Anyway, go ahead.
basically what I was looking for was that a guy basically was talking to his chat GPT
Mhm.
uh and the chat GPT was confirming his psychotic thinking that
Mhm.
he was being set up by his family.
Oh wow.
And it kept confirming that they were spying on him, that he was. I gotta find it. I'm gonna send it to you when I find it. But basically, this guy killed his mom.
Okay, I'm talking about just music. Yes, that is dangerous,
I know,
but
but this is my
just
thing though.
like
When we
just like
start,
MK
that's the
Ultra though, just like MK
yeah,
Ultra, the government could absolutely use that.
yeah, man. They already
Absolutely.
doing it now. Listen, but that's the thing. This is what I'm saying. Though. Like, so, the only reason I'm being more broad outside of music is because
Hmm.
when we let it into any space,
Hmm.
We fucked up when we really didn't even know what we were allowing when iPhone gave us Siri, and then I
Yeah.
think it's Google gave us Alexa or Meta,
Hmm.
whoever the fuck does Alexa. When they gave us
I
that,
think
right? We
that's
didn't
I
even
think
know what we
that's
were.
I think that's Amazon.
It's Amazon, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Keep talking. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
yeah, yeah. That's when we opened up the space, but it began to bleed into other things, and now it's so far gone, that I think that now we need to fight to keep it out of music because it's gonna be a part of so much other stuff. Movies. It's already cooking the movie industry. They had a big strike, and it was about AI. Nobody even remembers that. Like that. That's how detached we get every single day
Well, and two things.
when
I
we
mean,
jump.
I think the reason something like Avatar is like the second one didn't do well. Like their whole CGI worlds, like so they've let
Yeah,
us in too far that like the fantasy of it's kind of gone, and practical effects are lost art form, especially since Alec Baldwin shot somebody.
yeah. Oh my God, bro. But if you go back, a great example is if you watch the first ever Jurassic Park,
Hmm.
and then you go watch the
Yeah, because a
latest
lot
three
of those dinosaurs were
Jurassic Parks,
animatronics.
animatronic, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And you go look at these CGI dinosaurs, they look fucking terrible.
Yeah,
It
and they
just
just keep
looks
getting weirder. Like, what the
terrible.
fuck is that thing? Like,
And that's my point is we've opened the floodgates and people are just I
yeah,
mean at this point there's no stopping this AI shit now. I know
yeah,
everybody wants to complain about it and we all want to have our opinions and
hmm,
it's over with. It's
yeah,
over with. They gave it to general public. It's a wrap.
yeah.
You're not gonna be able to stop this. It's done
No, I
for.
mean,
We
I
are
do have a
officially in
little
the
bit.
AI
I do
era.
have a little bit of fun, but it's mostly just for me because I'm bored. Like especially like
That's okay.
yeah, and that's what it is. I really don't even care to share. It's just funny. Honestly, I just want like some of my friends to do it so I can annoy y'all with
I don't do
video.
it. And the
I
reason
know.
why I don't do it because I know for a fact that um I don't I personally me I just don't get why people think that doing AI and using it for doing like covers or like
Yeah,
flyers, it looks like the other AI flyers.
it does.
You're being lazy.
It does.
Call somebody who can give you an individual look for your business or your model or whatever you're doing. The AI shit all has the same kind of look to it. You're being lazy, and I see some people, and I don't want to say no names because it's some people that I respect and I
Hmm.
just understand that like they're just trying to be creative. And I do understand like if there was a tool, if there was some kind of thing where it was like I could put these shoes on and go play basketball and be like 15 times better than I
You
am.
talking about that like that little Bow Wow movie?
Something like that. Like, but just
Like
saying if it
Mike?
was like AI.
Yeah.
Like if I could put some shoes on and just be better and go play basketball, would I do that at the rec? I would. Like I would go to the
Yeah,
rec and do that.
absolutely, you would.
But would I use that and go win contests against other people? Would I use that
Yeah.
and put myself
You
up
just
against people that are playing
dominate
regular?
middle aged divorced dads and lower their
You know what I'm
self
saying? Just
esteem.
cooking folks like but that's all I'm saying, bro, is the
It's okay.
short sometimes, I see people that are bragging about like their work, like, oh, I just went crazy on these and it's AI. And it's like you
Yeah.
went crazy on what? Writing your prompt?
Yeah, honestly, so I interviewed someone the other day and they were talking about it and I'm going to keep it vague because I don't want to expose them, but we had to do two interviews because there were some technical difficulties. But he was talking about how he does AI and he prompts and all that kind of stuff. And at first we were kind of talking about it. When I did the interview, I purposely left that out because I was like, I feel like you will lose business if they know it's not you actually doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he's got a good thing going. It's working for him. I will say in some of the graphics though, like if you prompt it well enough, it can be hard to tell. But you got to be
Yeah, for sure.
but that's like an
You
engine.
gotta
It's like
be paying that
engineering.
$100 a month type
Yeah.
shit, and you gotta be like super, super good with your prompting and
Yeah.
coding and just like get all the way deep in. And it's like I get it, bro, but like at the same time, for what it takes for this, I don't get it.
Yeah.
The creativity part of it, I understand. It's really cool for me to be like, show me, take this picture and make me wrestle an alligator, like, and it pops up, and
I
you're
tell you who
fucking
went
wrestling an
crazy
alligator.
on
Like,
those was P the MC when Sora first came out. That motherfucker was
I
just
know he
he
started
was body slamming
started
sharks
tweaking.
in like the fucking Miami Dolphins stadium. Oh man.
But something that if you called a graphic designer or a video editor and you asked them to do the exact same project for you, it would take them it would take a really, really, really good person a week. It would take a
100%.
intermediate person probably a month.
Yeah.
And it would take a beginner probably 2.5 months to actually like make you transform you from a picture to wrestling an alligator.
Yeah.
But it's the skill that has to come along with it.
Yeah.
People have to learn how to do this stuff, bro, and apply it and become great at it and fail and get better. So when people are just typing in prompts and just getting what they want out of so bringing it back to music,
Kind of like the equivalent of getting a liberal arts degree.
you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, and so you bring it back to the music, and it's like, dog, there's people who really sit in studios for hours, bro, and crank out demos, bro, all day. And they send them out, and they're workhorses, and they just write records, and they sit down with artists, and they sing the line, and they sing the line, and they sing the line. But now, I don't have to spend 20 hours with somebody. I can spend 2 hours writing this prompt and making sure that the note comes out at a proper C pitch.
And you're doing yourself a disservice because there is the rule, the 10,000 hour rule, right?
Come on, man.
That is a real rule. It is scientifically backed. If you want to perfect anything, you got to spend 10,000 hours practicing whatever it is you're trying to do. And if you're cutting that 10 hours to 2, you got a long way to go. And then you're really never going to master it because I mean they're doing half the work for you.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So I want to talk. Let's go into it a little bit. The Bengals season did just come to an end.
Yes, they're trash.
Joe played well. I think he will be injury prone for the rest of his career, especially with that offensive line. But we had some bright spots. Chase looked amazing.
No way. Oh yeah, Chase did look good. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Give me 2 seconds.
We can pause. You still on the phone? You still on the phone?
Nah.
Okay. Everything all right?
Yep.
That doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
Somebody just wanted a studio session. Isn't that crazy?
Did Jay hit you up yet?
No. Did he text me? I don't think so.
He told me he was going to get that verse done. And I'm going to make some payments to you, man. I got some jobs coming in. It's just until I get some more consistent, I got to make choices, you know what I'm saying? But I'll get it done. Yeah. I mean, it is nice being able to support my basic needs, which is not extra money, but I'm going to figure that out. Hopefully this referral lands something. Okay, so where were we at? Do you remember?
We were segueing into another subject. Oh, the Bengals.
Oh, Bengals, yeah. So, we had a tough stretch down there in the middle. Do you think they should have fired Zach Taylor?
Yes.
I agree.
1,000 times.
I agree. I mean, you might as well start over with the whole division.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still there, bro.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can actually like definitively look at and be like, yeah, he should still be the coach of this Bengals football team.
You know, the way he calls...
Or the GM.
The Duke Tobin. Yeah, Duke
The
Tobin.
GM needs to go.
Yeah.
You have not built an offensive line around Joe Burrow yet?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
And, I don't see him being very aggressive this year either. I mean, I don't know what the free agent class looks like. I do think there's a chance they can get Caleb Downs out of Ohio State at number 10.
The best bet they got is getting two really good linemen from the draft.
That's free agency. I'm talking about just the draft alone. I feel like Caleb Downs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the draft. Draft two really good linemen. You need the top offensive lineman coming out the draft to go to the Bengals. The Bengals don't need shit else for real. Like they need a little bit more on the defensive end. I would say they probably need some linebackers or maybe like a better.
And we're gonna lose Trey Hendrickson this year.
Absolutely, bro. That's gonna free up some money though.
Yeah, that's gonna free up.
So you can get that. You can cover that with the money from Trey, but you need to go get some linemen because these linemen are getting this quarterback killed, and you ruining one of the best quarterbacks we've probably ever seen. He's probably at least just off of the skill test, top 10
Yeah, I mean, and he is ice cold in clutch situations. I mean, and I mean that in a good way.
in a good way. Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe Burr. You know what I
yeah, Joe
mean?
Burrow, bro. And honestly, shout out to him, bro. Have you seen his girlfriend, Olivia Ponton? God damn, she's hot.
She is not that cute, bro.
I think she is. It's my type. I mean, I wish she
She
had some
ain't,
more titties, though. Not gonna lie, Joe.
I like
Uh,
skinny black girls. I really don't like skinny white girls.
that's fair. That's fair. That's
I don't
fair.
know what it is. Like, if it's a white girl, she gotta be thick, bro.
Yeah.
If it's a black girl, I like them thick and skinny, but I really don't like skinny white girls. It's just
Mhm.
like you ain't.
I get it.
I mean, if it's gonna be some milk, it need to be
And I'm
thick.
not gonna lie. Even I'm a husky guy. I don't really like thick black girls. I'm not gonna lie. It's just not. And I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
I don't like. I'm not really
I do
into
like. I do
big
love
girls.
Spanish women though. If I can meet some of these Cubanos down here, we could share a segment.
Cabano,
Yeah,
cabano.
Cubanos. Speaking of black women, man, I've been pissing them
You
off
is
lately.
you is down there with them. You might find you a little.
Yeah, I might. I might. I got to get outside. It is.
I get you a goddamn,
Yeah. It
but
is 80. I've gained 30 pounds though, since I've been here, fam.
yeah, your ass do look chubby. You need to
Yeah.
chill out.
Well, I'm not doing drugs
Your
though.
arm,
So
you got them auntie arms.
yeah. Look at that. What are you talking about? They look big in this mirror. Oh,
Hey,
that's what
that
I'm
shit
saying.
look like
So
Pillsbury
lately, my
dough.
new thing, my new thing is I've been wearing cutoffs, because my shoulders and arms look big as fuck from the chest up. And I'm like, and then I realized I'm just 30 pounds heavier. I think I'm at 211 right now.
That's it.
I'm 5'10", fam.
Oh yeah, okay. Because I weigh like 205.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nah, I'm
saying.
probably like 210. I done put some weight on too, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, man.
I was in the gym and shit. You know what I'm saying? Life got real intense, and now I just be eating what I want again.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Life's about wage,
how is
man.
that you still doing the basketball thing with the random strangers? What is that, by the way?
Oh, the so last year,
Mm-hmm.
before I had a streaming setup, I used to watch some of the Lakers games.
Mm-hmm.
They always played at night, and then if it wasn't on TV, you had to find a way to watch it. Everybody used to get on like Stream East and shit like that or
Yeah.
whatever. And then Stream East started crashing, so I'm on Twitter. I'm looking for who got some, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah,
any kind of
yeah.
way. So somebody was like, "Yeah, jump on this app called Playback." So I jump on there, and it was a really cool app called Playback TV,
Mm-hmm.
where we could be doing the exact same thing we're doing, just like this, but we would have a room open,
Mm-hmm.
and you were allowed up to I want to say 50 to 70 people in a
Oh
room,
wow.
maybe more. Nah, way more. I'm sorry, you could have like thousands of people in there watching you, and you
Okay.
could invite up to like 6 or 7 on stage with you. So if you want
Okay.
to have guests, it was a very easy format. They just had to join the room and come on stage. So, nonetheless, I started watching the game. So one of the people were and on that particular website. I mean, the app and website, they allowed you to connect like your NBA League Pass or your NFL Game Day Pass, where you basically could watch all the games when they come on. And so you were able to stream the games to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time the Lakers would have a game that wasn't on TV, people, Laker fans and stuff, would get together in this room, and it'd be like 30, 40, 50 of us watching the game together.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year, when the season started, I jumped in there and I was like, bring me on the stage. And they was like, fuck it, come on, bro. Because I always be like on there having
Yeah.
conversations about hoops.
Yeah.
So they brought me on stage. I hopped in there. They seen the setup. They're like, oh, you got a whole setup.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I had the whole mic and shit. I'm in there like, yeah,
Yeah. You
I'm
brought
fucking,
you brought every
I'm
bit of that
cool.
Stephen A. energy.
Brought
Yeah.
all that shit to them boys. And when I talk sports and shit, I really get into it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm telling them like, I'm really here to just talk sports. Like, so we was building something with that for real. We were averaging like 25, 30 viewers a game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That were coming with, like, we were building a rapport with them. They were like, we all had our little thing. Everybody knew us
Yeah.
for who we were and shit. Like, then the site unfortunately had to close December 11th or something like that. I guess it basically just came down to copyright rules. And I guess they basically just got shut down because people were funneling into that app, because there was more than just them. Like, bro, Gilbert Arenas,
Mm-hmm.
he had a channel. Like, a lot of people that had channels on YouTube also had channels on
Gilbert
there.
Arenas is a hilarious individual, by the way.
Yeah, so they cooked the whole platform. Whole platform's gone now. And it was crazy because I had just hit up Clay and JB, and I was like, "Hey, y'all, I
Mm-hmm.
finally found something we can do a sports
Yeah.
podcast on. All you gotta do is just have your phone, bro. Turn your camera on, and they cooked
Yeah.
it."
Dude, speaking of Clay, he's the only guy I know that was already bald, and the more weight he loses, appears more bald. I don't know if it's because his
My boy
beard's
been
like
turned.
growing out.
He been losing hella weight. He been working out hella.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Clay, man. You know,
Shout
he's a
out my
good guy.
boy
I know
Clay,
he's
man.
working hard. Very humble guy. Um, but every now and then it'll remind you of who he actually is. And yeah, shout out to him, man. Well, fame. I think this is a good start, man. I think this is a good
Oh
start.
yeah,
I look
yeah.
forward to this. I don't care if people think it's going to. You are like one of my good friends, brothers, whatever, and this shit. And I've enjoyed this journey with you. Um, and I said before I left, I gave you space through the holidays, so you could have your seasonal depression. No pun intended. Um, but I was going to stay on your ass because there's no reason why these connections got to die. Shout out to Ian for having this set up for me. If you can kind of see
Yep.
this, our little studio, it's coming together. Um, but I look
That's
forward
what
to
it
these.
is now.
Yeah.
This is what it is now. Like I mean, it's always good to get together in person and stuff, but we're not missing a step doing it. I actually like this. This is cool that we
Yeah.
can come together and continue doing what we were doing
Hmm.
before, and we don't have to really deal with the stress of finding a venue and
Yeah.
are they gonna be there on time? And I gotta drive here and drive. Fuck that. We can do it like this, man. Let's
Yeah.
get to the digital world,
Yeah,
man.
and then we can spend as long as we want, and I feel eventually we will implement guests, because I'm having fun with this editing too. Because I mean, with this kind of space, dude, you can add in graphics, you can add it, you can pull up like certain topics. So we'll have some fun on that. I will get you these reels. I guess we just next got to decide when we want to release this mofo. I don't know, might as well release it next Friday or something like that, and just kind of go from
Something
there.
like that.
Yeah, I
Yep,
wonder
that's
if some
cool.
people are be like, "Oh, they're still friends." I thought we were trying to make people pick a side. Well, you know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck you
I
guys.
always tell motherfuckers, bro, I fuck with my boy Dane
Yeah,
because Dane has always kept it real with me,
yeah,
and I always keep it real with Dane,
yeah,
and that's how we stay cool.
yeah,
Because there'd be a lot of bullshit going around, but we
yeah,
always check in with each other, like, bro, did this happen like this,
yeah,
or do
yeah,
you know about this? Like, and
yeah.
it's that simple, and it's like, I don't know, man, but I want to tell you again, though, I do truly, I told you this at your roast, but I really
Yeah.
do appreciate you
I
coming
appreciate
in
it.
last year and just really hitting my line, like, bro, get back outside. Like,
Mm,
your fame fucking YNO. Like, I
yeah,
don't know why you over here playing. And that shit kind of got me back rolling, bro. So I really, really
yeah. Of
appreciate you,
course,
bro.
man.
We locked in. We gonna do this podcast.
Yeah, yeah. The Blind Views
You know,
podcast, folks. Debuting. I guess what is today? The 9th, the 16th. We'll get some
yep.
reels out to you soon. So look for those trickles out. Anything you want to say to the folks before we go?
Nah, man, we back, baby. The Blind Views podcast. We back. My
Yeah.
camera's over here because of the
Yeah,
way
you've
I
been
have my
looking over
shit
that
set
way
up.
all day, but
Because this is where all of this is. This is where
yeah,
you are. So when
yeah,
I'm talking, I'm
yeah,
looking at you, but I gotta start talking to my camera because the
yeah.
camera's
I
right
you
here.
just kind of
So
got to
I'll
stare
work
at
on that.
yourself, but yeah, we'll work on that. Don't go anywhere
Yeah.
there. I want to talk to you a little bit about when we get done. But folks at home, that's a
Yep.
wrap. And look forward to the Bomb Views podcast. All right, let me